Welcome back, Dynamic Gang. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you already subscribed, welcome back. Today, I'm bringing you a character called Furia Paladins. I don't know exactly what this character is. I had to go online to get a couple references just to see how her armor is and the sword. But without further ado, we're going to get into this. But I will mention one thing, though. I do not know too much about where this character comes from. I don't know anything about, like, if she comes from a game, if she comes from a manga. This was actually a request by one of the subscribers. And I know I promised the next video was going to be Ghost, what was that? Space Ghost. But that's in the works. Space Ghost is like one of my, by far one of my favorite. If you guys watch Adult Swim, then you already know Space Ghost Coast to Coast. Come on, man. That was legendary. That shit had me laughing. But I digress. We're going to get into this. Let's start drawing. Before we start drawing, I'm going to take a moment because I want to do this for the videos. So I'm using 18 by 24 paper. All right. And sometimes I'll put like a paper in the back of this in order for, because like the markers I do use is permanent. So I don't want it to bleed through. So a lot of times if you see me put an extra piece of paper, like I said, that's, all right. And we are going to be using the king size. We're going to be using the 0.7. We're going to be using the 0.5, and we're going to be using the standard marker for the outline. All right, so without further ado, let's get into it. So I want to first off by saying, one of the main reasons why, I like drawing, I let my imagination run wild, right? So, I don't see any difference between like a lot of the stuff that I used to draw than a lot of the stuff that I draw now. Meaning, like, I grew up with the X-Men and Spider-Man and Superman, Daredevil, Flash, Green Lantern. I grew up reading those comics, but I started off with Tom and Jerry and then Popeye and, Looney Tunes and Hanna-Barbera, a lot of Hanna-Barbera cartoons. There's so many. And I never really got into Walt Disney that much. The cartoons were okay. The movies, I would be lying if I said I never watched any of the movies, but I was more of a Warner Brothers kind of guy. But anyway, the reason why I'm making this little voiceover right now is basically the reason why if you're watching this and you're like, wow, this guy's, he could draw pretty much anything. It stems back, I hate to say this, but to the X-Men. X-Men, they have a character for everything. They got Angel, they have Beast, they have, and all these fantastic characters the X-Men had. I'm not saying the Avengers don't have it, but X-Men was diverse. That's what their whole premises was. Like, it was built on diversity. And when I was drawing her, I was really thinking about, like, this is just a female version of Angel from the X-Men. And then he came out with Archangel from the Age of Apocalypse, because he captured him and became one of the Horsemen, but the four Horsemen of Apocalypse. But that's a whole nother story right there. But I thank you for the recommendation. It was a fun picture to draw, and I hope that you guys have more things that you can request. All right, so I'm gonna stop talking, let you get back to watching the video, and thank you again. All right. So this was Furia of the Paladins, I think it is. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the next video.